All right, y'all, we back this morning. This has been our electrical project for about 2.5, 3 months. Anyways, so last time we talked, this is our primary is coming in off this light pole. We done put the 4 inches in for the power company. They come across right here under the ground, and they coming right here to our transformer pad. So transformer's gonna sit right here on this pad, city transformer. This is my primary coming in off the light pole. These are the secondaries going inside the building. We got a ground rods drove in now. So they come in under straight through this trough. We went through the right hand side of that trough with 4 inches, and we left the trough on the left side with 4 inches to our MD panel, main distribution panel, on this side of the wall. So they're right here. There's our secondary side coming off a transformer inside the main distribution. Took a lot of time to get this right. And really you only got one shot at something like this. It's one mistake can cost you a really bad problem on this. So anyways, we come in with them, got those ready. We're waiting on the power company to bring the transformer out sometime today or tomorrow. We went ahead. This is our breaker that we'll be hooking to. This is 1,000 amp. So those right there, wires come through, they'll curl up and hit that breaker right there, that main. And we done our sub panels. These are, I think, 250s or 225s. Yeah, they 250s. All of these go in, hit the trough, come on over right to our sub panels. This is P1. This one over here is P2. And this one over here is P3. So yeah, I figured I'd show y'all this. From last time we left off, we hadn't had, I don't think, we just probably had set the guts in to see what it looked like or see what we had. But for now, that's what we got. They're pretty much, everything's wired, ready to go. Again, we are just waiting on the secondary side for our transformer. Real quick overview of what we've done so far. And so, yes, we got some of the equipment, basically all of it really ready to go, except for the lifts right here in the center. We got to get those sometime this week. But real quick, this is a 208 setup. This is a tire changer. We got a disconnect on the wall for it. It's ready to go. So they'll be able to change tires out right there. This is a tire balancer. It's ready to go. Got the disconnect up. This is a brake lathe. This brake lathe is ready to go. And you can see we put some cabinets in our cages here. We got some furniture back here ready for the classroom. These are all receptacles for the desk that's going to be going in this general area. It's a TV, either going right here on a stand or over here it's going to be on wheels so they can move it. There's the compressor. We got it ready to go. So these lifts right here, they're going in the center of the building right here in the floor. They'll be able to lift the truck up and work on it. We have to, sometime this week, we got to pipe in this. We're going to put a twist lock 208 plug in on it. This is a parts washer. They'll be able to put parts in, wash them, degrease them, that sort of thing. I think it's got a heater in it and all. It's 208, 50 amp, single phase. So yeah, we've been rocking. We've been rocking. We got an outside well to hook up and some lights to put in those rooms up there. And a few odds and ends. Not a whole lot. We got a few things left on it. Like I said, we're waiting on that transformer. It should be here any day now. So this back here, last time we talked and whatnot, we was working on the units and we got them all piped and ready to go. We still waiting on the mini split. It's no big deal. We got a well right here. This is just a regular county well. This is my power for it. I gotta get some PVC down the wall and put a quadzite box in right here this morning. Gotta dig that out to intercept the power for the well. The big 200 amp unit right here, he's done. We got all of my wire pulled and terminated and ready to go for all of these units back here. Fuses are in. We fused it at 150. It's a 200 amp service. This right here is for a duct detector. They still have to put those in, the HVAC people. We put our lights up on the building. We got those in. This is the other unit we finished up. It's an ERV unit. It's already fused, ready to go. We got our bond bushings on, piped in. We got our outside resets in. Still got to go back and caulk. Still got to go back and caulk the LBs. So here's the other one. This is the last one right here. This is I believe this is a 100 amp service on this one. It's not as big as the unit on the other side over there, but it's piped, wired, and fused and ready to go. Also, we also have another outside plug on it right there. We came through. We got our outside light installed. Then we got our lights on the opposite end of the building there. But yeah, we've been rocking on. We're gonna get off here. Figured I'd give y'all an update on it. And we're gonna get to working on this well this morning while the sun ain't back here. All right, y'all. So we we went ahead and intercepted the well, the existing well. Started on it earlier this morning. I pointed to that hole that was beside. It was right here where this box is. So I put this box in. This box intercepts the old well surface, and this allows me to be able to access and get to the old wiring that feeds the well. So this is what I done. It's what I come up with. The circuit comes out of right out of the building into a outside box, come down PVC right behind them line sets, and we come in like that right there. So those connections right there are they're waterproof, so no worries there. This box right here is made to go in the ground. It's waterproof. It's a quartzite box, concrete, made out of concrete and fiberglass. So that's how we intercepted the old well on this job. Just thought maybe y'all'd like to see that. I know earlier I showed you it was just a hole there. So yeah, we're making leadway pretty good. We're gonna go inside. We're gonna start writing up our panel schedule. Working on the panel schedule now to get some panel schedules made for the breaker panels. That's just going to tell the owners of the building what breaker does what circuit turns on what in the panels. So that's what we're doing. We'll get back with y'all here shortly. That's the prints right there. These are our panel schedules. This is all of our circuit numbers. I've got to correspond these numbers to the print numbers. So yeah. So that's what we're doing. Circuit 1, 3, and 5 is the welder A, 7, 9, and 11 is the mobile column lift. And what it is, they're going to print these out for me at the office. These are panel schedule cards that will go with these panels to let you know what each breaker goes to. So this right here is welder 3A. This is going to be the mobile column lift, mobile lift for the cars and trucks. This is the lift. And then we'll have I think this is the a welding booth, vent hood, so on and so forth. That's the layout right there. I know it's hard for some of y'all to understand, but this is where we landed. Each wire has a number. This number, this number, and this number. 1, 3, and 5 is the first breaker in the panel. It's a three-phase breaker. It was labeled 1, 3, and 5, and that's going to be for welder 3A. And so on and so forth. You got the mobile column lift, basically a truck lift. Those numbers were 7, 9, 11. Those are going to be for the breaker for the mobile lift. All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all watching. And if you like it, hit that subscribe button. See y'all in the next one.